Hello and welcome back to another edition of Cook. Don't be lazy. On tonight's menu, fried potato balls. I can make 1,000 jokes right now, but I'm going to keep it rated G. Let's get to it. Let's get started by making mashed potatoes. I'm not going to give an in-depth look at making mashed potatoes because I've already made a video on making mashed potatoes. But get yourself a potato, get the skin off of it, or however you want to make your mashed potatoes. I don't care. This is how I make mine. Get the skin off, and then I'm going to slice it, dice it into little pieces so that it boils easily, cooks easily. Because I want to get this in and out so I can eat. So I'm going to peel several potatoes and slice and dice. Once you peel your potatoes, just dice them up. The smaller they are, the quicker it's going to cook, boil. Again, our goal here is to make mashed potatoes. Throw in a pot of water, boil your water. You can salt it if you want right now. I don't care how you make your mashed potatoes. I salt mine afterwards. Some people like to salt the water while they're boiling. Anyways, I think I don't know how many potatoes there were, but I'm not making a lot. Just enough to make a handful of these potato balls. So once I've got this going, we need to start working on our beef, ground beef. I don't know if this is I think this is going to be like a Spanish style type dish. I'm not a chef, so don't knock me on my skills. Got to get the seeds out. And then so we're going to take our green pepper. We're going to cut this up into little pieces. I don't know that I need the whole thing. I'll find out here in a minute. I've only made this dish once, and it was last week actually. I was testing it. I saw a picture of potatoes, French fries I should say. I saw a picture of French fries and a burger on a news article talking about highly addictive foods, and this idea came into mind immediately. The word papas rellenos came into mind instantly when I saw French fries. So I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is a papa relleno? So relleno means stuffed, so a stuffed potato. So I started trying to figure out what a stuffed potato might look like, and this is kind of what I came up with. However, and all credit to my mom has been mentioning the word papas por tojas, which is Puerto Rican potatoes, and I guess subconsciously I was bringing that idea up because she says it's like a mashed potato with ground beef stuffed into a mashed potato ball and fried, and that's basically the concept here. Now I was talking to someone else and they mentioned bolitas de papas, like little balls of potatoes. So just to simplify things, I'm just going to call it a fried potato ball. So we're going to cut this green pepper small pieces. And let's get our ground beef going. I like my ground beef in a tube. I don't know why, but that's what I've gotten used to, instead of the other type of ground beef packaged in the square cellophane, whatever it's called, cellophane wrapping with the foam bottom. I like it in the tube. So brown your ground beef. And we're going to add some taco seasoning in a little bit. So let me get this browned a little bit, and we'll add our extra ingredients. Alright, the beef is browned. I think we can add our taco seasoning mix. Look at that. Simple and clean, delicious flavor. I'm going to fall for that marketing because I'm going to expect a simple, clean, delicious flavor out of this. So throw in your taco seasoning. And our cut up, diced up green pepper. We're going to drain all the oil out. Now again, I made this last week. First time ever. I didn't have an idea what the hell I was doing, but I experiment, so what the hell. Last week, I didn't drain it. I got busy, I forgot. Next thing I know, the beef reabsorbed all the oil. It was pretty hard to work with, but still tasted good. But this time I'm going to drain it. I'm going to cook this down just a few minutes because of the green peppers. And then we're going to drain it. So about 2 minutes of extra cooking time. Time to drain it. We don't want the oils. If we keep the oils, we don't want to keep the oil because as we start packing our potato ball, it's going to make a big mess if it's too wet. So we want everything as dry as possible. By the way, a little birdie landed right here. True story. Scout's honor, or Scout's honor. Little birdie landed right here and told me a little story that somebody or somebodies were talking about how not all my videos showcase fresh food. My fruit salad wasn't made with fresh fruit. When I use cheese, it's pre-packaged, pre-sliced cheese. Well, guess what? The name of my videos is not Fresh Express. I make food, and it's okay to use processed stuff. I don't know. I'm not a health freak. I'm gonna use whatever I get my hands on. I know I say cook, don't be lazy, but let's be reasonable. To nitpick on those comments about how fresh things may or may not be. Well, if we really want to be fresh, I guess I should till the land, plant the soybean, grow it, extract the soybean seed, I guess, press it, and make my own oil. Or I can get it prepackaged. How nitpicking do we really want to get? So what? I use canned foods from time to time. So what if I use pre-sliced cheese? It's okay. It's okay. Really, it's okay. You're not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. Canned food is good food sometimes, okay? Alright. So, let's get back to our mashed potatoes. I think our mashed potatoes are ready. Let's start mashing. Potatoes are done. When you can easily stab your potatoes, potatoes are done. I'm gonna drain this, turn the stove off. Drain the potatoes. Put the potatoes right back into the pot. Some milk. Some butter. Start mashing. Now normally, as I've said in my previous videos, when I make mashed potatoes, I like my mashed potatoes creamy. I don't want this too creamy. I don't want it too wet. I will season it though. Salt. pepper. Mash. If it's too wet, you're going to struggle with it in the next steps. That's what I learned the first time around. That's what you got me for. I'll make the mistakes for you so that you ain't got to. All right. Throw in your ground beef. Mix it all together. Trust me, guys. Trust me, this is good stuff. I've already tried it. So we're going to crack 2 eggs. This is going to be our binder. Now, the first time I made this, I was experimenting. And all I used was my breadcrumbs. You're also going to need some breadcrumbs. I've got Italian style breadcrumbs. But the first time I made this, I rolled up my potato ball straight into the breadcrumbs and everything fell apart quick. So I realized I needed a binder. So that's where the egg comes in. Alright, with your... Ooh, it's still a little hot. Wow. You should let your mashed potatoes mixture cool down some. It's hot right now. I guess I haven't... That's fine. So I'm just rolling a ball, my potato mixture with the ground beef. This is where it gets messy. Get some egg on it. And then dip that over into your breadcrumbs. Trying to get some of that excess egg off. Right into the breadcrumbs. And just do that for the remainder of your mashed potato mix. Alright, my potato balls are rolled up. I've got a pot with oil heating up. On my stove, I've got it set to like a number 6. We need this oil to be about 350. I lost track of time, I'll be honest with you guys. I went to go read stuff on the news and stuff, and while I was waiting for this oil to heat up. But I think it's been about 10 minutes or so that this oil's been heating up. The knob is on 6, but we want our oil to be right around 350. If you drop your potato balls in the oil and the oil is too cold, that potato ball is just going to soak up that oil and you're just going to have an oil ball. So I've told you guys before in previous videos, get yourself a thermometer. There we go, thermometer. Get a thermometer. Be on the safe side. You can pick these up at the dollar stores. Real cheap. They come in handy. So I'm right about 350 right now. Like I said, stove set to 6. Number 6 on the dial from low to high. And it's been about 10-12 minutes, I think. I don't know. I lost track of time. Also, things are going to move real fast once you drop your potato balls in the oil. We're only going to cook them for a little bit. Get yourself a paper or some kind of plate, line it up with paper so that when you take your potato ball out, the paper can soak up some of the oil. So let's start dropping our balls in and let's start cooking. This is going to go by real fast. Careful when you're dropping your balls in. You don't want to drop it in from too high. It's going to splash. You're going to burn yourself. I'm going to drop 4 in at a time. Oh, shit! Oh, excuse the language. I just burned myself. Damn it! Alright, I'm good. I'll live. My fingers... my fingers touched the oil. Damn it. Alright, I'm fine. So we just want the outside to brown up. See that? It's almost done. So don't walk away from this, otherwise you're going to burn your balls. Like I just burned my damn fingers. Hey, you never know what's going to happen while recording. Alright, so what's it been? 30 seconds? 45 seconds? I'm not sure. I'm going to start taking these guys out. Actually, I should get a different different spoon, so I'm not picking up too much oil. I'll do this batch with this spoon, because this one doesn't have the slots on the bottom, so I'm picking up all that extra oil. That's it. 4 balls done. So let me change out my spoon, the one with slots. And let me drop the other balls in. Carefully, as I stated to you before. Don't be like me and burn your damn fingers. Alright, so I only got 1 left on my plate, so I'm going to drop it in there. I'm going to squeeze it in there. Now this is, what, 9 potato balls, but I still have plenty of mashed potato meat stuff mixture to go. So that little bit of potatoes that I made goes a long way. So a few more seconds and this is done. Now I'm pretty happy with 9 potato balls, so I'm just going to throw away the rest. I know it's enough to feed 25,000 villages over in third world countries, but oh well. As you, again, this is my second time making this, so now I know not to use so many darn potatoes, because I hate wasting food. Alright, these are done. Much easier when you're using a spoon with slots on the bottom. That way you're not picking up all that extra grease onto your plate. Alright, so let me wrap this up, let me plate up, and say my goodbyes to y'all. Easy stuff. That's some good stuff. Really good. Very light, very fluffy. Tastes like you're taking a bite into flavorful air. That's how light it is. Promise you. Really good. Get off the couch, get in the kitchen, learn how to cook. Subscribe to my channel. I put out a video every week. And until next time, cook! Don't be lazy!